Welcome once again, my friends, to Cards That Slap. I'm your host, Mr. Monkey Poop, aka Nikki G from Better Commander. Look at me. I am the monkey. I beat Black Myth Wukong, alright? No, I'm not talking about just beating the final boss. I beat the final boss and the super secret hidden boss too, man. So this is how this works, alright? I get a bunch of dudes and hot ladies in the Discord server, and they posit the question, does this card slap? And I'll tell you what, some of them indeed do slap, and some are floppy pickles, you know? Let's see what's what. But first, like the video, sub the channel. We're on the journey to 1 million, dude. It's a hell of a climb. Happens one at a time. Many thanks to the patrons. I have stuffed animals made in their likeness to cuddle up with at night. And if you want to share my bed too in a masculine sharing of warmth and camaraderie, get on in the Patreon, dude. Alright, first up we have the Cool Wrath Knight. This guy's 3 and a hybrid black-red. Hybrid black-red. For a creature, elemental knight, it's a 3/3 with flying and wither. Creatures your opponents control with counters on them cannot attack or block. Mounted Cinders, circle the blasted peak at Cool Wrath, hunting the Extinguisher. Probably the most go-hard artwork I've seen since Tuesday. This guy's riding a damn bat, dude. In a -1/-1 counters deck, packing Contagion Engine, you know, Wither decks. This is such a badass nullifier. I had never seen this card before somebody posited it on there. Very neat card. And how about this one, Regna's Sanction? This is 3 and a white for a sorcery. For each player, choose friend or foe. Each friend puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature they control. Each foe chooses one untapped creature they control, then taps the rest. Speaking of counters, yeah man, Regna. She's shacked up with a real demon dude, but he's not a bad guy. Hilda of the Icy Crown loves this card, but I don't think this is going to set the earth on fire. You know, it slaps very slightly. Look at this beautiful card, man. Toxrill the Corrosive. This guy looks like my son. 5 black, legendary creature, Slug Horror. It's a 7/7. At the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 for each slime counter on them. Whenever a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, create a 1/1 black slug creature token. Blue and a black, sacrifice a slug, draw a card. So this is each end step. Each end step, dude, in a 4-player game that's 4 end steps before you get back to your turn. This guy's probably one of the most brutal cards in existence. Usually people pop these hipster cards in the Cards That Slap, dude, and I actually think this was in the context of another card, you know, but I just wanted to talk about Toxrill, dude. I locked eyes with this slug. I knew I had to proclaim my love for him. Toxrill, come home. The kids and I miss you, Toxrill, alright? I'm sorry for what I said about your slime, dude. Just come home. And next up, we got the Dirkwood Boars. So this guy's 4 and a green for a creature boar. It's a 4/4. This is from all the way back in Legends. And the unclean spirits went out, entered the swine, and the herd ran violently. That's from the Bible, dude. This doesn't slap, you know, if you want an actual useful game piece, but the dudes in the Discord are deep into biblical references, man. It's a real devout group in there. It's not a cult, I swear, alright? But I do get any wives or concubines you guys bring along because I am the son of Satan, okay? And this guy, the Bone Miser. This guy's 4 and a black for a creature zombie wizard. It's a 4/4. Whenever you discard a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Whenever you discard a land card, add black. Whenever you discard a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. Oh my god, this guy will not give me back my pelvis, dude. This is so good in a madness deck, a wheel deck, maybe with red or blue. Anything where there's discard happening. It's the dude from Waste Not, you know, which is another huge banger, dude. Speaking of discard, the Tortured Existence. This is black for an enchantment, has black, discard a creature card, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. This is a really neat card, man. Discard Reanimator target, dig out Doomed Apprentice. This poor fella, dude. He subscribed to Better Commander, now he's a skeleton, dude. This card slaps though, man. It really does. Come on. Look at this card, Null Brooch. This is 4 generic mana, artifact, has 2 in tap, discard your hand, counter target non-creature spell. Give away everything so you have nothing. Yeah, that's right, you get nothing. What if you have no cards in hand, alright? Well, that's a 2-mana counter spell, you know? I don't like this dude, but I can see the utility here for sure. I'm not sure if this card slaps. Love the art though. Check this out, Matza Lentil the Great Door. Sounds like a damn soup, dude. 3 generic mana, legendary artifact, has tap, draw a card, then discard a card. 4 and tap, transform it. Activate only if there are 4 or more permanent types among cards in your graveyard. Transforms into the core. It's a legendary land, so it has tap at X mana of any one color, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. You know what? I'm not sure about this, man. If you want artifacts and you want looting, I can see the use case here, you know? But if you're banking on that land, dude, you're barking up a tree with no damn fruit in it. Now, when you go to the doctor, this is the last word you want to hear. Rupture. 2 and a red for a sorcery. Sack a creature. Rupture deals damage equal to that creature's power to each creature without flying in each player. You know where this guy goes. In a damn flying creature deck and a dragon deck, dude. Come on. Now, you might burn yourself a little bit, but those are the breaks, my friend. Neat card illustrated by the Yao Guai from Black Myth Wukong. Didn't know he did cards. The Emperor of Bones. Come on, man. 1 and a black for a creature, Skeleton Noble. It's a 2/2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Has 1 and a black, adapt 2. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Emperor of Bones, put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control with a finality counter on it. It gains haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. This is kind of a neat card. You know, it's graveyard hate for 2 mana. It's repeatable every turn. Then you dig that card out as a one-time 2 mana reanimator spell. If you can proliferate or otherwise get counters on this thing, you can repeat that effect. Not sure what deck that goes in, you know, maybe a +1/+1 counter with blue and green, something like that. It's a little pricey, you know, 4 mana for a temporary reanimator. But yeah, it slaps, dude. Everything about this card slaps. Saw this guy on Skyrim in a damn dungeon. I let him out, put him on a card. Now look at this guy, Fur Crag, the Cunning Instigator. 3 blue and a red, legendary creature dragon. It's a 3/3 with flying and haste. Whenever 1 or more dragons you control attack an opponent, goad target creature that player controls. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, if that creature had to attack this combat, you put a +1/+1 counter on Fur Crag, you draw a card. This guy, he's ready to go, man. He's in the McDonald's spiking all the fountain drinks with goat juice and hallucinogens. He's instigating a damn riot out there. This guy has haste and he has that ability. It's going to draw you a fair few cards in a dragon deck. We love that. Now this guy's a little controversial. Does he slap though? The Notion Thief. Look at this guy out there with his pearl necklace, man. 2 blue and a black. Creature, human rogue. It's a 3/1 with flash. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, instead that player skips that draw and you draw a card. Look at this fella. He's hiding his pearl necklace in the night, dude, in the deepest darkness, brother. That's felonious behavior, man. This is a felonious card. I have run this, and you know what? Nobody ever had a problem with it. That whole breacher got banned. People see the Narset, they tweak out. This guy, though, he just keeps doing his thing, and nobody cares, man. Probably because it's 2 colors, and it dies to a stiff slap, dude. Alright, last up in cards that slap today, we have Kaiga the Tidestar. Kaiga, I don't know, man. 5 and a blue, legendary creature, dragon spirit. It's a 5/5 with flying. When this guy dies, gain control of target creature. Love this guy, especially in a clone sacrifice deck that used to be quite pricey. It's now only 67 cents. Beautiful art. I love stealing things, man. I've been caught stealing once when I was 5, you know. When I want something, man, I don't want to pay for it. Anyways, man, there's some slappers for you, dude. Slap your hams, slap your friends' hams. Slap yourself right in the scrungus, dude. Don't really do that, though, you know? Lift your bros up. If you see a bro that's been working out at the gym, man, tell him he looks like a damn tank, dude. Tell your other buddy his hair looks awesome today. You know, if it does, alright? Tell him he looks handsome. Be a good friend out there. It's Nicky G, Better Commander, signing off.